welcome back to my channel. This is Shweta and this is my 7-day itinerary to Vietnam. Now, first of all, let me tell you that this does not include the Ho Chi Minh City, the south of Vietnam. We only had 7 days, and that is why we only opted for the northern and central parts of Vietnam. So, we just went to Hanoi, Danang, Hoi An, Ninh Binh, Halong Bay, things like that. So this will not include Ho Chi Minh City. So if you have limited time and you gotta spend some time at the north and central parts, I think this is one itinerary that you can follow, and you can just do lots of things within the 7 days. So yeah, let's get started. So first of all, what we did was, instead of landing from India to Hanoi, we opted for the other option. We went to Danang, the central Vietnam. From Danang, we started exploring the places. First of all, the ticket prices from Mumbai to Danang was quite cheaper than compared to Mumbai to Hanoi. So that is why that was the only reason we started from Danang. First day, we went to Hoi An. So from Danang to Hoi An, the distance was around just 45 minutes. So when we arrived at our destination, that's the Danang International Airport, we were actually searching for public transport, buses or anything, but there weren't any. So the first person we asked, where's the public transport? And he goes like, huh? He didn't know what we were talking, like bus. And he's like, no, he was not getting what we were trying to say. And that was the moment where we actually took a pause and we were like, do they not understand English? Where have we come? Because we didn't have any idea that the people in there do not speak English. We were like, the first trip as we went to Singapore, each and everyone there knew English, so we knew what we were doing. But in Vietnam, as soon as we landed, and the first person we talked to, he didn't know English, and we got confused and scared and whatnot. But yeah, whatever. Later, that was changed. We had quite some amazing time, but you'd be needing offline translator or translator of any kind. So yeah, just keep that in mind. And all the people in Vietnam do not speak English, just keep that in mind as well. We didn't know that. So yeah, so first of all, we went to Hoi An. From the grab, the scooties that people ride there, so he took like 3 million VNDs till Hoi An, and we stayed at the Coco Village Stay. So the first day, what we explored was the ancient town Hoi An, and I think one day is enough to explore Hoi An. We had actually went to Danang quite early. We had early morning flight and we landed there quite early. So as soon as we went to Hoi An, and we got ready within a few minutes and just went to the ancient town Hoi An, cycling there. It was interesting. There are places all over the Vietnam where you could just paddle. Even the hostels or whatever hotels you would be staying, they would actually provide you scooties or cycles. So, and cycles were actually free, and they also provided us the raincoat for the day because it was literally raining, and we had no idea what was happening because we didn't think that it would rain. Later, we got to know that the weather in Vietnam is quite unpredictable. One day you'll get to see rain, one day it would be chilly, and one day it would be like sunny weather all over. Ancient town of Hoi An is vast, and there are some places. There's Japanese bridge. There are a lot many places you can just see, and you would just have to grab the tickets from there, take it, and just explore the whole ancient town. I would suggest you to grab the bicycle or anything and just go there, because It is one of the most colorful places at Vietnam, and the most interesting part is the night and the evening part, where you would see all the lanterns over there. There is a river. It would actually have plenty of boats, and there are lanterns all over the place, and it looks so colorful and so pretty. There are lights and lanterns all over, and it's just such a beautiful scenario that you just don't want to miss this part when you're traveling to Vietnam. It was one of the most beautiful days that we had in Vietnam. Even if you have a day or two, even if you have a single day or half day, you just please go and visit ancient town of Hoi An. Next day in the morning itself, we went to Danang again. We came to Danang, and we stayed there in the city only, and it was very close to all the destinations we were planning to visit. We stayed at the Secret Garden, and the place was really beautiful. It was actually a hotel and pub. It was uh, covered with gardens and everything. It was really beautiful. So yeah, I might make a video on the places that we stayed at Vietnam as well. And yeah, I would just talk more about the secret garden at Danang also. So yeah, that day we visited the Marble Mountains. There are so many caves inside, and the best part is the statue of Gautam Buddha. It was really interesting. It was really um very nice and pleasant experiences that I've had. I really liked the scenery in there. There were these caves and mountains, and you gotta travel there. Just keep in mind it's like a trek. There are so many stairs all along the way, so you gotta uh, have your clothes just like that. Just keep in mind that you gotta wear shoes because there are so many stairs. That day only we went to see the dragon bridge. Luckily it was Saturday or Sunday. The dragon actually spits water and fire twice, and it's only for 2 days in a week, I guess. It's actually just a bridge, and it has the shape of a dragon, and from the mouth it just spits the fire and water. There is so much crowd at the night at this bridge. Like you'll see both the two sides of that road of that bridge is just covered with people all over. It was kind of different. The Danang cities, you'd actually feel get the feel of a city life. You can just explore the city. It's definitely a must see even after you visit the Dragon Bridge. Yeah, we just kind of strolled around there, and after that had some dinner in this place only. In Danang, you'll actually see there are many stalls also, the hawkers which sell food. There are many dishes in Vietnam, the famous dishes pho and miwang and everything. But I actually didn't quite enjoy the foods in Vietnam. We were actually searching for Indian foods, but we could not get any, so we gotta had to try these dishes, and we kind of didn't like that. On the same day only, we went to the pub of our hotel that we were staying, which was the Secret Garden. And yeah, we just kind of got the feel of how it was. It was just people singing, dancing, and doing their things. We just spent some time there and came back to our place, just slept in there. The next day from Danang, we booked a tour, 1 day tour to the Bana Hills. So that day in the morning at 7:30 or 8, the people came, the tour guides and everything, and they took us to the 1 day tour to the Bana Hills. And it was really interesting at the Bana Hills. That if you are at Vietnam, just don't skip this part as well. It is very exciting. First of all, the journey starts while you are going from there. There is the mountains, and these are just such huge mountains, and you gotta spend 20 to 25 minutes just to go to that mountain up above from this cable cars. You would actually have to sit in the cars for 20, literally 20 minutes, and go visit there. And it's so above from the ground that this is also one fine experience that we had, because I never had been to a cable car. And this architectures and monuments, there are churches, and that it's so exciting. It, you would just feel like you're in Disneyland or so. You just get that kind of feel. Also there is one fantasy like park where you can actually get to play games in there, sing, dance, and there are these interesting rides which you can also enjoy. At around 4 3 to 4 we came back, and after that we just had a stroll to the Danang city. We visited some malls which were there around, and just it was a fun peaceful evening. The next day we took flight from Danang International Airport to Hanoi in the morning itself. We actually wanted to visit Hanoi as well. It's the capital of Vietnam, and you just cannot skip Hanoi. It's very beautiful city. When we visited Hanoi on the first day, we took a stroll around, and all the places which are the tourist places are very close to where we stayed at Hanoi. It was the Fantasy Hotel, and all the places were very near. So we went all around the place walking only. You can also just take a bicycle and just go paddling all over these places. It's not very far, and you would not need any taxis or anything, or you can also grab scooties if you want. But the traffic is in Hanoi is like very it's very crowded at Hanoi, so I would recommend you all to go strolling only. But even scooty is quite fair option. You can just travel there. The places are very close. And so yeah, that day we only explored the Hanoi, the city of Hanoi. Actually, the train street is closed. We really wanted to do that. I've seen plenty of Instagrammers posting these videos and pictures. Even now, I'm not sure how they are doing this because the train street was already closed. And even on the map, we actually typed the train street of Hanoi, but we could not get there. We traveled for like 18 to 20 minutes just to reach there, but no, we could not just get. Where was that? Even the people weren't ready to tell where that is exactly. They were like, no, we don't know, or it has been closed, you cannot go there, it's been closed now. So not sure how these Instagrammers are posting pictures even now, even after the train street has closed. But yeah, try your luck. Yeah, the next day we took a one day tour from Hanoi to ancient town Hoa Lu. Now what happened there was, you get to visit this Moa caves. There is Tam Coc, and there is Ninh Binh. So all this you get to visit in a day. I just suggest you all to just take a one day tour if you want to visit there, because there are so many places and you just cannot travel there by yourselves. You would just get confused where to go, from where to go, and where to visit all these places, because I didn't see any public transportations over there. So it's just as easy. You just book the tickets from Klook or any other app, and just visit Ninh Binh and Moa Caves and Tam Coc. It was one of the finest experiences. Again, we got to go on boat. There were these caves. There was water and mountains and the scenic beauty all over this place. Ninh Binh is one of my favorite places in Vietnam, and I really enjoyed a lot over there. At night, when we came back to Hanoi, we just went to the Note Cafe, which is also one of the must see places if you are visiting in Hanoi. This place is actually a cafe, and you would see that this place is fully covered with notes all over. You would see even on the fans, the ceilings, and everywhere. The entire place has been covered with notes, and these notes are so interesting to read. Like from all over the world, there are so many people that have visited Vietnam and this cafe, and they have written their stories or the notes or anything. It's really interesting to read all each and every one of them. I didn't have much time, but we spent some time over there to coffee. The egg coffee is very nice here. There was egg coffee, coconut coffee that we had taken, coffees and croissant that day, and yeah, we kind of like that. I really found a Halong Bay quite interesting place to visit. It was just a 1 day tour, so, and it was okay. It costed like 5,000, 4 to 5,000, and sufficient to see whatever there was within 1 day. There were some caves that were also shown, and we went there via cruise. We did some kayaking through the Halong Bay, and it was again a beautiful day. In the evening, they took us back to our hotel. We also had lunch, it was included, and everything. So yeah, these were the 7 days that we visited Vietnam, and it was quite beautiful experiences. I think we did a lot of things within the 7 days. I wish we had some more time, but we didn't. But if I had, I think I would have visited Ho Chi Minh City. But I'm not more of a party person, so I didn't think it was very important for me to visit Ho Chi Minh City. But not really sure if I ever go to Vietnam again, I might visit Ho Chi Minh City. Now there are also some places other than whatever I have mentioned. There is Sapa, which there are beautiful rice terraces, but we didn't have much time. And also one thing was in mind, because there are so many rice terraces in India as well, in South India. So I thought it's better to just visit, go South India and just visit the rice terraces than to go to Vietnam and spend 1 day and not exploring other places. But it's all up to you what kind of places you want to see, what you want to skip. But entire Vietnam is quite cool. I really enjoyed it. It's really beautiful. I like the places, I liked the architecture, I liked whatever it was. The people were also very interesting, very beautiful, and very, very nice, kind, gentle, and they really spoke to us very nicely. And that's what matters when you are traveling abroad and you get to see many people which are very kind to you. They talk to you very politely. That's what happened with us. And yeah, I liked the country, and it's definitely a must see. I've only been to two countries, Singapore and Vietnam. Vietnam, it was very special for me, very interesting for me. My latest trip, and yeah, I think you should all also plan visit Vietnam with your friends, your partners, or anything, your families. And it's quite adventurous. If you want to try new things, you can really visit Vietnam. There are northern, southern part, central, wherever you can go. After Hanoi, we actually came by flight to Danang only because of the rates and everything. The pricing was cheaper from Danang to Mumbai, so that's why. So we came that day only from Hanoi to Danang, and we later took the flight from Danang International Airport to the Mumbai International Airport. And yeah, that was the end of our journey. We abided Vietnam and came back to India, and that was all about what we did in Vietnam. So yeah, if you like this video, do give it a thumbs up and share your experiences with me if you have been there at Vietnam, if you are planning to visit Vietnam. And yeah, for me, it was a very beautiful experience, and I think you would have to. So yeah, till then, take care of yourselves and goodbye.